What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everyone's been enjoying this fucking hot ass day. It is 90 degrees in the good old Northern Illinois area, up near Chicago. I don't know what the hell happened this week. It's seriously freaking hot. But unfortunately, my Chicago Cubs are not. It's like, what happened? Oh my God. If any Cubs fans out there are as frustrated as me, please let me know down in the comments. Also, let me fix my mic real quick. Yeah, seriously. It's just straight nothing but frustration. Let me tell you something. Being a sports fan in general is frustrating, but being a Cubs fan more so. Even look. We started off the season wonderful. We beat Milwaukee 2 out of 3 games. I mean, if that isn't spelling amazing things for the season, then I don't know what is. Well, I guess sweeping the series would have definitely made for a better series, better situation. But doesn't matter. You got Milwaukee sitting over here winning most of their games. They're crushing it. And then Chicago, the Cubs fell all the way down. The Pirates are even doing better than we are. And then I said that. The Pirates. That is frustrating. I mean, we're not that far under. But if we keep falling further and further and further under, we are not going to make any kind of wild card. We're going to be dead last. And Cincinnati's sitting over here winning their games. So guess what? We might even be closer to last place. It is pretty sad when you think about it. Cincinnati has been winning more than the Cubs have been this last week. The Cubs took an unfortunate loss after a very, very amazing win Monday night. We took a loss last night. And let me just break it down. For those of you who are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that bell every time you know that I'm posting. Make sure to go like this video so we can get this circulated, so we can get this well known, because it's frustrating. The Cubs last night had every opportunity to win that ball game. Was it the first 3 innings in a row? I believe we had men on base. Couldn't pull the trigger. Just couldn't pull the trigger. I think it was the first. Yeah, it was the first 2 innings or 3 innings. We just had men on base, couldn't pull the trigger. First, second, and third, I believe. And I think the top of the 4th, or was it the top of the 3rd or 4th, that Alfonso Rivas hit a 2-run homer. And that was wonderful to tie up the game. Oh, that was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely just BAM! Just flat out and just hit it. Also, sorry you're going to be hearing my fan in the background. It is hot as hell out here. Like my room alone is probably, feels like 75, 80 degrees just in the room. Outside, nothing but sunlight. Hot, hot, hot. Anyway, I need a drink of coffee because this situation is about to get even worse. Okay, so what happened is that we tied up the game, came to San Diego's, I think, half of the 4th or 5th, and then all of a sudden it faltered again. They took a 3-2 lead, and we were like, are you kidding? Not to mention, okay, great, we ended up tying up the game 3-3 again, but then we gave up the lead. It was like the bottom of the 6th inning, and it was frustration. We gave up the tied game. We gave up the lead, and ended up becoming 5-3. And then the craziest inning of them all, the top of the 9th. Now be prepared, top of the 9th. It was nothing but chaos. But it was all good going our way. First two batters got out real quick, so we already had 2 quick outs, and we're like, man, we're down to 1 out. And I've seen crazier things happen with only 1 out, or with 2 outs. I've seen crazier things that happen. Trust me. But it all started with Seiya Suzuki. He was scratched from the lineup before the game because he has been dealing with I think it was left ankle soreness. They were saying he came in to pinch hit, I believe. And the fact that he pinch hitted a single. Holy shit. A single. No. Nothing too fancy. He did his job. He got on base. And then Wilson Contreras gets hit by the pitch. So you already have 2 men on. You have a man in scoring position for Ian Happ. Which Ian Happ is sitting here. He sits here and just rifles a ball for just a little RBI single. Brings us within 1. Within 1, mind you. Not to mention, so we have runners, I think, at first and third. And then, who was it? Ian Happ stole second, so second and third, 2 outs. A run is already in. And then Patrick Wisdom, he's up to the plate. He had a miserable night. Went 0 for 3 strikeouts. It's like, ugh. Talking about a man who hit like 28, 29 home runs last year. And only a half a season, no less. He gets hit by the pitch. So all of a sudden, holy crap. Bases are loaded. Frank Schwindel comes up to the plate. Now, Frank Schwindel has had a miserable start to the season. Miserable. I mean, I feel for him. I want him to do better because I know he's a great player. He comes up, and what he does is almost perfect. He hits a ball. Had the announcers, Pat and Ron, basically calling a grand slam. They're like, you know, if I could replay the audio, I'd get copyright for that. I would not do that. But it was just phenomenal to hear, like, their brains were going straight for that grand slammer. But then it gets caught inches from the wall. Now, the umpires almost stopped the game to review that play because I think they thought it might have hit off the wall. And if it hit off the wall, that would have been a double. Score 2 runs for sure. And that would have given us a 7. It would have been a 6-5 lead. I mean, it was still worked in our favor, but it didn't actually happen that way. They reviewed the play, and the play stood as an out, and it was really, really just. You're talking about a sad ending to an almost fairy tale game. So, reason this title of this video is going to be Cubs Frustration is because of the lack of clutch hitting. It's great when you can hit home runs. It's great. It's wonderful. But this is where the game needs to start changing back into get on base. Any way you possibly can, just get on base. Come on. We love you guys to do this. We know you're going to do it at some point, but we need to do it now. Otherwise, we're going to end up with those lopsided scores. Like from the Milwaukee weekend in Milwaukee. That was bad. That was bad. They beat us 2 out of 3 games. I think we won 1 of them. It's frustration. You know, it lies within frustration. And like I said, I love my team. I could never trash the Cubs. I just hope that they get their shit together. That's all that I want. And I'm sure that's all that any Cubs fan out there wants, is just for them to get their shit together. Like, I would love to sit here and have like a 5, 6, 7, 8 game winning streak. Work our Keisters up to getting back above 500. That would be absolutely wonderful. Like, we don't need to be the best team in the league. Like, I don't expect us to be the best team in the MLB. I don't want to see over 100 wins, even though that would be amazing. I don't expect that. All I want the Cubs to do is at least win 90. Hell, even 88. 88 might even secure a spot in the wild card. You never know. You never know. It might actually do it. So, we'll see. We'll see where things go. I mean, we do face the Padres. Game 3 is this afternoon. I'm gonna have to check the time that they are. Hold up. For those of you out there listening and are a Cubs fan, I have the MLB app, the MLB.tv app. So they play today at 3:10 p.m. Central. So if you guys are out in like California, then it's going to be 1:10. If you guys are out here where I'm at, it's 3:10. So just remember, we're 10-19 and the Padres are 20-11. They are one of those teams that's hot. So, you know, we're going up against Martinez. He's 2-2 with a 3.38 ERA. Thompson 2-0 with a 1.17 ERA. He's probably the best pitcher on our staff right now. Definitely. Robertson. Not Kyle Hendricks. Not Marcus Stroman. Even though Marcus Stroman is decent. He's good. I like him. But Robertson. So, I'm just want us to do better. Our schedule looks like once we're finished in San Diego, we go off to Arizona to face another decently hot team, the Diamondbacks, and then after that we'll play 3 in Pittsburgh. Oh no, we play 3 against Pittsburgh in Chicago. And then 3 against Arizona in Chicago. Or no, 4, sorry. 4 in Cincinnati. 2 at the White Sox at guaranteed rate on the south side. And then on May 30th, we have a doubleheader at Wrigley with Milwaukee to make up that game that we had to postpone back in the beginning of the season. And then we face the final game against them on the 31st. So, basically, here's the craziest part. Talk about the Cubs-Cardinals rivalry. We normally face them pretty early on in the season. We don't face them until June 2nd. Almost 2 months into the season. We face the Yankees in June. We face more of Pittsburgh and St. Louis. More Cincinnati. So a lot of interdivision. We face Boston in July. We haven't faced Boston in a long time. And we face them in Chicago. We face more Milwaukee, more Dodgers. God. We face Baltimore. The Mets. I mean, we're facing some tough teams. You know? Teams that have, like, these good records and these good teams. Like Milwaukee, where did they come from? Milwaukee just sat there and said, well, we're going to have phenomenal pitching, and then all of a sudden our players are going to start hitting again. Christian Yelich, been hitting. He hit against us pretty good. Lorenzo Cain. It's just one of those things. It's you don't want to spell the end of an era for the Cubs, but it's do or die. To be able to be that team to love to hate, you have to do it now. Because back when I was a kid, we were always the lovable losers. Everyone, the fan base loved us, but they knew we were going to lose. That's why not many people showed up to Wrigley, which is unfortunate because I would love to go to a Cubs game every day if I could. That's how much I love baseball. I just love baseball. Why do you think I'm rocking my jersey now? Actually, the hat, I had to. Granted, I got it like 5 years ago. All that I'm saying is we need structure. These kids, they're great. They have potential to do much better than they are. But they need structure. They need discipline. I love David Ross, and I love what he's been doing. He sat down Frank Schwindel. He sent him down to AAA Iowa. He said, "No, you need more plate discipline." And I don't blame him. That's what they did to Ian Happ. That's what Joe Madden did to Ian Happ. How many years? Like his first 2 or 3 years, just sat him down, made him go back to AAA Iowa. And look at what Ian Happ has been doing the last couple of years. Few years, actually. He's been hitting. And he's that key outfielder. I'm sorry to say this, but Ian Happ, he deserves to be a part of the core team that got us that. All I'm saying is Cubs need to recognize him, and we need to get his ass a contract. I don't want to lose Happ. I don't want to lose Hayward. Now, Hayward needs to get his plate discipline up. Otherwise, he could get sat down to AAA Iowa, too. I'm sorry. Hayward is amazing in the outfield. He will sit there and run and dive and make catches. He actually made a very phenomenal, sensational catch. Was it last night? Was it last night or was it the night before? No, it was a sensational catch. But he needs to hit the ball. He needs to hit the ball. Like, I love Hayward, but he just needs to... He used to be the guy to hit doubles and triples and home runs. The clutch hitter. He basically was the clutch hitter who replaced Ben Zobrist. Yeah, Hayward may never hit the 30, 40, 50 home run years. But if he can hit 20, I'm fine with him hitting 20 and 80. As long as he's producing, contributing. We need Wisdom to be that guy to hit 30, 40 in a year and hit over 100 RBIs. We need Schwindel to be that guy. We need all these guys to start clicking together. Otherwise, we're SOL. We're gonna be just as bad as the Reds. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want me to continue with my Cubs frustrations or Cubs, not just frustrations. I shouldn't say just frustrations. If I could literally do segments for Cubs frustrations and segments for Cubs like praises. Like when I'm happy that the Cubs are doing good and then when I'm frustrated when they're doing bad. Let me know down in the comments if that's what you guys want to see. Thank you. I love y'all. I shall see you soon. Go Cubbies.